Hi there, it's Dave Altavilla for Hot Hardware, and this is the second generation Google Nexus 7 built by ASUS. Google's latest 7-inch Android slate comes in 16 and 32 gig Wi-Fi variants for $229 and $269 respectively, as well as a 32 gig LTE enabled version for $349. In the box you get a small lit pack and this micro USB sync and charge cable, as well as an AC adapter charger. Pretty standard issue offering, other than the tablet itself. The new Nexus 7 is powered by a 1.5 GHz quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 system on a chip with Adreno 320 graphics at 400 MHz, and 2 GB of RAM and 16 or 32 GB of onboard storage, depending on model. Sporting Google's latest Android 4.3 Jelly Bean OS, the 7 offers a responsive, snappy tablet experience with fast web browsing and multimedia performance. Its 7-inch 1920 by 1200 HD display offers a gorgeous 323 ppi pixel density for one of the nicest tablet screens we've ever laid eyes on. It really is that nice. There are 3 main touch control buttons on the front, capacitive touch buttons for home, back, and a menu button. Weighing in at just 0.64 pounds and only 8.65 millimeters thick, the Nexus 7 is a very thin and light slice of technology. Compared to Samsung's Galaxy Note 8, the Nexus 7 is markedly thinner and lighter with much less bezel, but it also offers a little less overall screen real estate as well, obviously. On the front of the Nexus 7 is a 1.2 megapixel front-facing fixed focus camera. And on the bottom edge is a micro USB/slim port that also doubles for HDMI output, and a pair of stereo speakers with surround sound powered by Fraunhofer. The back of the device is covered in a flat black high-density plastic that feels really solid and comfortable in the hand. And it really speaks to the build quality of the Nexus 7. It's excellent. There's a rear-facing 5 megapixel autofocus HD camera back here as well. Up top is a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack and another speaker port, so virtually anywhere you hold the device, a speaker's uncovered, and the sound output is excellent for a tablet. On the right edge are the volume rocker and power button, as well as a pinhole reset port. Now these are tucked on the underneath edge of the device and a little bit difficult to find occasionally and manipulate until you get used to the Nexus 7. The Nexus 7 is one of the first devices in the market currently to officially run Google's latest Android 4.3 Jelly Bean. New features of Android 4.3 are restricted profiles that can be used to set up parental controls to restrict mature content or to allow access to only certain apps you set up when setting up a specific user profile. Another addition to Android 4.3 is Google Play Games, which is essentially a games app hub section of Google Play that showcases top titles and content. It also allows you to see what your friends are playing and share your own game activity with friends as well. And here's a quick look at Galaxy on Fire 2 HD, which we downloaded from Google Play Games. This space combat simulator has impressive high-resolution graphics and effects. And incidentally, though you're not looking at it here necessarily, Android 4.3 is also the first mobile operating system to support the OpenGL ES 3.0 standard with new shader technologies, higher resolution textures, and texture compression. So developers will start making use of this technology in next generation games and coming to a tablet near you soon with Android 4.3, but available now technically on the Google Nexus 7. And again, for a tablet, the Nexus 7 speaker system offers a fair bit of sound output, and it doesn't sound nearly as tinny as some of the devices we've tested recently. Actually, not half bad at all. But again, the standout feature for the Google Nexus 7 is its beautiful 1920 by 1200 7-inch HD IPS display, which for a tablet that retails well under $300 is really the nicest offering we've seen on the market to date. It certainly gives the iPad mini a run for its money and raises the bar for this class of tablets. Make sure you stop by our site for the full review. I'm Dave Altavilla for HotHardware.com with the Google Nexus 7. Thanks for stopping by.